Hello guys, how you guys doing? Today I'm be doing a Colossal T5 guy. This is gonna be a T7, but everything from T5 and up is the same. So yeah, the thing that you want to set up for your party, it's pretty simple. You want to have two person that are assigned to blocking the purple elephants. For example, we will have like a healer and then a DPS, and it could be anyone on your party. And then you want to have these pins in these locations. For example, 1 to 4, 3 to 2, and then 2 to 4. You will be running in the square rotation from left to right. There will be two squares. For example, there will be 8 and 5 over here. And behind these are the other pins that you cannot see on the screen. And yeah, you just maybe running these lines so you could clear out the squares. One person will have an eye, and that's what their job is to do. Everybody else will have purple circles around their characters, and you want to assign each players or at least two players to a corner, and then everybody else will flex into the corners. And I will show you guys as we continue. Ideally, you always want to stack in front of the boss with a tank, and then there will be two fairy in the beginning, and you need to perfect roll it or just a roll. If you miss a roll, you will not get the orb that gets the boss debuff down. You need to make sure you get the red orbs. Red orbs are good and purple orbs are bad. So you will get two roll back to back basically here. And then after you roll here, you guys want to push the boss under 90. Ideally here, you want to push the boss to the orbs or like drag the boss to the orbs. And as you can see here, I'm running here. Very important here that you want the purple circle a person to be hovering the corners or the walls, because if you, as for example, if you run into this person in circles, the purple circle, and it turns bad, it will one shot you and that person. So yeah, make sure they are hovering the edge. So for example, here I see I run here. This turns bad, but because I'm not inside the purple circle, I am fine. But if I am in that purple circle, I will die. So this is an example of how I'm running my route. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll find it really fast. Sometimes you might have a little bit of trouble, so you might just have to keep rerunning the route that you miss. I do recommend you to at least try to run a corner because you want to make sure the corners are not the ones that you miss. Very important because the middle ones are easier to find. And then ideally, after every time you finish the mech, you want to artifact and remedy on the boss when it's down on the ground, because that's your chance to do the most damage you can until the boss gets back down to 0 stack. And then here, the boss usually will do a block or a roll into a dash. So you need to have everybody stack. And the boss will dash, and then right after this, the boss will do a roll. Ideally, every roll, the boss will spawn a two purple elephants, and then the two people that you have assigned to blocking will have to run and block those, or else purple squares will spawn on the ground, and if it spawn right on top of your group, you guys will be eliminated right away. As you can see, there comes the purple elephants. You either run there, you could roll into it, or you could block it too. If you're slower, then you should just roll. If you're fast and you're already there, then you could just hold your blocks, which is a lot easier to do. And then right after that, you just go back and do the same mechanic. You'll just do your rolls, pull the boss into the orbs, block the elephants, and then keep DPSing boss. And after every dash like this, the boss will do a pull. Sometimes it will skip the pull. Sometimes it will skip the roll. So it's just depending on how much damage your group has. Just have to adjust off of that. And then I go back to this. And then another tip that I explain is if you have the purple circles on you, you do want to at least try to fill out the outer layer first. Never do the inner layers, and always keep the outer layer as a bad squares. Do not cleanse them, or you will have a hard time running later on still. Once you get all these outer layer to turn bad, your time with running will be so much faster and easier. and you won't have to deal with the blue elephants running into you guys. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all the mech. There's really nothing else beside that. You just do those over and over, and this dungeon is pretty easy if you could do the running mech. That's like the hardest one to do. So yeah, ideally just practice running mech and practice cleansing and leaving the outer layer, and you guys get easily through this dungeon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.